Okay, you see that we busy. New NFT, it costs $1 million. Ultraman in the city, battling Ito, made that boy dizzy. Can you not copy your raps? You looking silly like Milli Vanilli. Ride with the top down, VeVe City. Locked down in the metaverse, it's a frigid. Provide for the family, I got plenty. Ultraman on nature grease, I'm a demi. Gotta take care of your kids, gotta take care of the little ones. If we got a bigger the crib, I'ma come through with the bigger funds. NFT money legit, yeah, it keep on going up. Family friends on my list, they made me the man who I is. I'm too ultra, man. I'm so ultra, man. Yes, I'm ultra, man. I'm too ultra, man.
What's up, my OMI homies and fellow NFT collectors? Happy Thursday. It's time for a Marvel comic drop, and we got the one and only OMI Daily Burns in the chat with us today going for the drop. What's up, my man? How are you doing today? You feeling lucky?
Doing good. Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming on the channel. I appreciate it very much. Shout out to all the homies in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. What's up, Marquez, Alejandro, BE, Dennis O'Connor, Satish. All the homies are here. Tucson Collectibles, Dr. Strange, Mo Knows, Bao is here. Bao is excited about having OMI Daily Burn. A lot of people are about having you on the channel today because I know you've been doing some investigating into the blockchain recently. But before we get into that, tell me a little bit about how you found VeVe and got into it and into OMI.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of found VeVe a few weeks before Golden Moments, I think, somewhere around that time, maybe in October. And I think I saw an article or something talking about Marvel and Disney and such, and just kind of checked it out. But I honestly, I kind of probably found it in September, and I didn't really do much until like a month later, and I didn't know too much about it, and kind of fell from there. Once Golden Moments came out and saw the market, I'm like, wow, things are kicking off here pretty quick.
Yeah, a lot of people got in at the time of the Golden Moments. Disney was even tweeting about it, so that was a big deal. The OMI tokens, though, so you got into the NFTs before the OMI, or are you a big OMI guy? Because I know that your Twitter is all about letting people know how much OMI gets burnt each day.
Yeah, I mean, like early in the year, there was another account that kind of had these daily burns and such, and I guess they were having some issues with the IMX transition, and they weren't calculating it correctly and stuff. And I kind of just wrote up a script in a couple hours and kind of just started getting the numbers and just figured I'd kind of take over the mantle right there. That account got taken over by Curtis Cooper. So he's in control of it now.
Yeah, I know Curtis Cooper. He's an OG. I like him. Shout out to all the homies in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know people are asking, is this a big drop today? It's not really going to be an important drop. We'll look at price predictions in just a minute. They're pretty low, at least mine were anyway. But before we do, since we got OMI Daily Burn on the channel, I wanted to make sure that you guys are subscribed to his YouTube channel and that you know about it. We're going to talk about the most recent couple of videos he did because there's some really interesting stuff and the analysis he's been doing. And OMI Daily Burn, can you tell the chat a little bit about what your YouTube channel focuses on?
Yeah, I mean, my channel is going to be, it's going to be a lot of things. At the moment, I'm kind of doing more wallet analysis, right? So kind of seeing, initially I was kind of seeing like what's left of all these collectibles, like the gold and silver logos, and then we're going to have the Captain America burns. And my first video is basically going through Dr. Profit's wallet and everything that involved with it, including additions and so on. And running through that. But like lately it's been people want me to do analysis on this low mint wallet that was an exploit. Like the other day, kind of quickly put something together, looked into it, found some other connecting information, and there was multiple wallets within that. And then the day after, I mean, I kind of put out something that I kind of got a tip on maybe like 6 weeks ago, and I just didn't have time to do anything about it. At the time, I was busy with work, and I did some analysis over the past week, and just, finding thousands upon thousands of these Spider-Mans commons just in these wallets at 100 apiece, 100 in each wallet. And they've been sitting there since migration. I mean, it might have been before that, but migration is when everything got moved over to IMX and minted on IMX. So that's kind of why it's showing as a mint on that date. So it's not really minted on that date. It was just migrated over. But yeah, taking a look at that, it was like 17 something thousand maybe, and possibly more. I mean, and then I took a look at the whole set analysis too, and kind of got some details and stats of that. So hopefully we get some kind of announcement by VeVe to kind of state what's going on with it. I just want to see all of these burn numbers in the app. I want to see if what's the true supply of a lot of these things, because they're the gold and silver logos. A lot of these are unredeemed. I mean, there's less of them out in the market than we think. So.
Let me explain exactly what that video that you put out was about, and I want to get the chat's opinion on what you think is going on here. So the video that OMI Daily Burn put out just yesterday, and it hasn't seen the full analysis. It looks like you did a follow-up video on. I haven't checked that one out yet, but I watched the original video, and what he found by looking at the Immudascan data, we're talking about the Spider-Man first appearing common collectibles. The commons in particular, there's 32,000 of them, and they didn't sell out. And that wasn't a blind box drop, that was an individual drop. And what OMI Daily Burn discovered is that there's about 300 wallets that has about 14,000 of those Spider-Mans and nothing else. They bought them out of the store after it didn't sell out, and they didn't do anything with them. They're just holding them there. So there's been a lot of speculation about what was going on with those wallets. Are they VeVe wallets? Are they bot wallets? And then OMI Daily Burn also pointed out and noticed in this video, if you watch it, that some of those same wallets, if I'm incorrect though, please correct me. Some of those same wallets also did the same thing with the Obi-Wan drop that didn't sell out. And then whenever some people didn't receive their Obi-Wans that they minted on drop and complained about it on Twitter, they got sent the Obi-Wans that they minted, but they weren't sent from VeVe. They were sent from one of those weird wallets that has all those Spider-Mans and Obi-Wans, right?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of was told this specific, I think it was a Riva that was kind of sent from one of those wallets. Somebody looked at their own wallet, and they kind of said that, hey, my mint came from this wallet. So if that's true or not, I kind of saw a screenshot, something saying pending. It was pending coming from the store. But, I can't 1,000% confirm anything, but honestly, it just, it brought me to this rabbit hole of everything else. It really, at that point, I mean, that's a secondary at this point, because finding all the commons and all these Obi-Wans and all these other collectibles that were in those wallets as well. So there's I kind of like, okay, forget about that. Let me look at all this. So there's a lot of things to it.
Yeah, it's becoming a mystery too. And we're going to talk about the whole Lazarte exploit too, which OMI Daily Burn also has a video about. I put a video about it. Out about it as well. We're going to get to that here in a little bit, but we got this drop coming up in 10 minutes. I want to talk about it a little bit, and I want to talk about price predictions. Before we do, OMI Daily Burn, let me know, what do you collect on the app? Are you big into the comics? Do you like the golden moments? Is there anything in particular that you're stacking or collecting?
I kind of go more for the comics.
Oh, nice.
Probably because they're cheaper and stuff, but I kind of want the bigger ones as well. I don't want to go for everything. And as far as the collectibles go, I mean, I'm kind of looking at something that would be more popular, I guess. I don't have any specific artwork or anything like that I would want. So yeah.
Big on the IP. Yeah, I started off going in for the artwork, going for the scarcity, but then whenever we lowered all the users and they started lowering the edition sizes, now we got big IPs with scarcity, so it almost kills the scarcity value of those art pieces. So you got to adjust with the market as things change. All right, let's check out today's drop. It's Incredible Hulk number 92, the first appearance of Planet Hulk. Maybe some of you comic guys in the chat know what Planet Hulk is. Somebody was telling me that that's where Incredible Hulk dies. I'm not sure, but we're going to check out price predictions. I wasn't very bullish on this one. I've got less than 2 gems as my prediction for the common today. I got 199, 2 on the uncommon, 6 on the rare, 14 on the ultra rare, and 65 on the secret rare. Let's see if people agree or disagree. Selwood's got 222 on the common and the uncommon, 7 on the rare, 12 on the ultra rare, 57 on the secret rare. Ryan's at 180, 190, 7, 16, and 55. Shoe Special's got 215, 2 on the uncommon, 6, 15, and 58. 3.22s for Grand Ants on the common, way over the uncommon at 239, 78 on the rare, 13.6 on the ultra rare, 52.5 on the secret rare. BE's also pretty bearish on it. He's under retail on all of them except for ultra rares at 13 and secret rare at 69. And C Spill's got 215, 2, 7.6, 14, and 48. Price predictions are not looking very strong on this one. Are you going for this drop on me, Daily Burn? He said no. I don't know. I've been working on this new mathematical equation that I put together that shows that you'll get either a rare, an ultra rare, a secret rare, or a special mint 26% of the time. So if you go for 4 of them, then I don't know. It's people don't believe me in the
You know
chat.
what?
I need
No,
to
come
rework
on, man. Statistics tells you that, no matter how many you go for, the odds are still the same.
Oh,
It's just
keep telling me
whatever the
that.
remainder is,
It's
So if you go for 20 of them, the odds are still the same. It's like 1 in 10,000 or what, 250 in 10,000 for the secret rares minus VeVe's take. But
We're getting into some deep theoretical mathematics here. Let me give you an example, though. All right, this is an example I gave my Discord server the other day, too. Shout out to Living Aloha. Thank you for the super chat, my man. Says, thanks for all your content and for bringing OMI Daily Burn on. Go for a drop on me. Let's go. I appreciate you, bro. 7 gems, that's more than a drop. All right, let me give y'all some my mathematical theorem on this. All right, think about it this way. If you flip a quarter 5 times and all 5 times it landed on heads, the chance that on that 6th flip that it lands on heads again is still 50-50. But if you have that same quarter and you haven't flipped it at all, the chances that it lands on heads 6 times in a row is super, super low. So there's a difference there on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you haven't minted those boxes
right.
yet and you haven't opened those boxes yet, then I think you have a better percent of, I don't know. I could be wrong. It's theoretical, y'all. It's theoretical. Big A got 5 comments on the drop. He wants to let me know. Some people hit secret rares, though. Shout out to Comic Mel in the chat. VeVe Dell says, we'll be missing the drop today, but wish the VeVe fam good luck. Thank you, VeVe Dell. There's also the DC comic drop today. There was an early access drop earlier. OMI Daily Burn, do you collect on DC at all?
Yeah, I got back out too.
Oh,
I got
nice.
them
You
on the
got a back
drop.
out. Sweet.
I had like 2 of them. I sold one, in the 700s, I think, and I just kind of holding on, waiting for some of these big comics to come out. So I kind of collect comics in real life and stuff. So I just
nice.
want to hit some of these bigger ones,
Yeah, I don't even
Kind
know
of got burned by the Superman drop.
I don't even know why I'm asking you if you like comics or not. Just look at your background. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Obviously, this guy collects comics. I went for the early access. I owned one of those Harley Quinn boxes, so I went ahead and went for it. You can only buy 1 on the early access, but the limit is 2. So I'll be streaming the public drop and going for 1 as well. And I did look up my rarity that I got today on the pre-drop, and it's legendary. We got legendary again this week. Let's go. I'm excited about that. Still going for another one. Maybe we'll get 2 legendaries today. I don't know. I'm feeling lucky today. Living Aloha says the clock on the web app just stopped counting down for me. Anyone else? That's just you, bro. It's still counting down for me. That's not good. You might want to reset. Back out. Go back. Do something. Satisha says good luck, everybody. Good luck if you guys are going for this drop. We already checked out the price predictions. They're not super high on this one. We got the man OMI Daily Burn in the chat with us today. I have a link to his YouTube channel down in the description if you guys are not subscribed already, but you definitely want to follow him on Twitter as well. Atomic says, not a better percentage. Every random event has the same chance in the lottery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has the same chance as any other combo of 6 numbers. Shout out to Atomic. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know, man. How many times in the lottery has the same number hit like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2? Is that even possible? It might not even be possible. I'm not a big lottery player. I don't know, man. You might be right. I took some deep mathematics in college.
You pick different numbers, man. It's I think it was like, if you have 55 numbers, you get 55 times 54 times 53, and you do that 6 times, that's your probability of it. I believe.
And it's the same for every number. It's true.
The Mega Millions number, and that's the whole. You do it all over again, 50, whatever, how many numbers there are for that.
I know there's lots of old ladies out there that would play the exact same numbers every week or every day, whatever it was, and like 10 years down the road, eventually they hit.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they're looking for. Yeah.
Yeah. Tucson says, these guys are so confused about probability. Let me know, Tucson. Just straighten us out. Tell us where we're wrong. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm correct, but I'm saying that there's a little bit of difference there between whether you've already opened the boxes or you haven't opened the boxes. Comic Mel says, I studied probability 30 and you're all wrong. All you need is to invoke the blessings of Quilly. I forgot. We got to invoke the blessings of Quilly. Since we got a few minutes before the drop and you are an OMI guy, let us know what your take is on OMI in general. Do you think it's going up anytime soon? And my main question has always been, why is it not on Coinbase?
It kind of is on Coinbase. The Coinbase wallet, you can actually buy it. But yeah, the main Coinbase, no. I mean, on my channel, I mean, I'm doing wallet analysis now, but I'm going to be doing a lot more than that. Just going to be looking at a lot of bot wallets and kind of going for that as well, and OMI stuff as well, especially when this OUP starts rolling out. So, I mean, I don't really do many things with prediction, especially since we don't know a lot of things right now. We won't know a lot of things until they start rolling out and how it's all going to work. But with OMI, I mean, if once this OUP comes out and it starts rolling out little by little, we're going to start seeing little changes and a little bit more burning. And especially like the first day, something gets rolled out, that's going to be a big day with it. So, not being on Coinbase, I mean, I don't think that's a big deal. I think they need to kind of, clear up a lot of things in the app and a lot of things with OMI in general, kind of get some of these OUP things rolled out. And then it'll be more utility token kind of thing. And that's when it might be rolled out to exchanges, I think.
COD wants to know, who is this guy and how do we follow him? Check out the description. The link to his YouTube channel is in the description. I'm going to link it in the chat again as well. And yeah, I hear everybody in the chat saying, start the poll, start the poll. I'm sorry, I haven't started the poll yet. We're going to start the poll right now. How many boxes are you going for today? I just figured nobody was going for any. I'm just kidding. I don't know. My math might have talked you into going for it. Should I try my experiment again? I tried it again. I tried it last Tuesday, 2 days ago. I bought 4 boxes, even though it was a great comic, thinking that one of the 4 mathematically should hit. But no, I got commons and uncommons, all with high serial numbers. Adam says, pass me some of that legendary luck on the next DC. Hey, start a YouTube channel. Apparently it's Influencer Gate. I'm just kidding. That's what everybody says, though. Jamie says, I can't buy OMI on the Coinbase wallet, just on Bitforex. How do you buy it on the Coinbase wallet? I wouldn't know how to do that either. I never saw it on there.
I mean, just like MetaMask, you can buy it on there. It's the same kind of deal. I think it goes over to Uniswap.
Yeah, I know
you're going to see it on the OMI, on the Notion site. It says how to buy OMI. I don't know if they have the Coinbase thing on there, but I do remember it being available. But if it's not now, then shoot, MetaMask.
There
for sure.
Go. Yeah, I know you can do it with MetaMask. I've always used Bitforex. I have a video if you need help buying it on Bitforex. It makes it pretty easy. But I do have I don't know if you'll be able to help me with this. I'm sure there's an article somewhere, but I have like 50,000 OMI tokens on my Trust wallet still, and it doesn't even show up like showing the value of it or anything. And I'm afraid to move it out of there because I don't know if it's layer 2 or layer 1. I'm scared to touch it. I've already lost 500,000 OMI tokens, by the way.
What?
Yeah,
I'm going to put that on my burn sheet.
Yeah, go ahead and add an extra 500,000 because I'm never getting those back. All right,
How'd
guys.
you lose them? You put them in the wrong spot?
Man, it was my first time doing crypto in general ever, getting into it. I had just gotten into it, and I made a first Trust wallet, and I tried to add the OMI token because you have to add it as add it with its own address or whatever, and I did it wrong. So I made a second Trust wallet, and then I did it right on the second one and put all my OMI tokens, but I wrote down the seed phrase for the first wallet, not the second wallet. So then when I had to factory reset my phone, I had the wrong seed phrase. RIP.
Oh, shoot.
It happened, y'all. I'm sure everybody that's been in cryptos lost a few tokens, and if not, then you're doing all right.
So
All right, guys, we got 25 seconds. We'll check the poll. It looks like 57% of the chat are going for 0 today. 10% of the chat are going for 3 or more. They believe my math. I appreciate you guys believing in me. I might even buy one just for the heck of it. Vault, same as with me. OMI and Trust. We need a video on the swap. Yeah, the Trust wallet thing. It gets complicated because I'm afraid I'll lose it. Good luck, guys. If you're going for this one, here we go. I'm going to buy one and wait for my green truck. OMI Daily Burn, do you use any of the drop tips? Are you pretty successful on tough drops like the Amazing Fantasy 15 and Miles Morales?
The AF15, I got Miles Morales. Honestly, I was coding at the time, and I had it up, and then I just totally forgot about it. I just was so busy with something, and I looked down, and I was like, it was 20 minutes later, and I was like, oh, my God. I just missed one of the biggest drops.
That's coders for you, man. They start typing and getting into it, and they're just in their own zone. KA got one today. Congratulations. Yeah, I don't think these are going to sell out. I could be wrong, though.
They probably, I mean, Sakar, I think isn't that the planet where he was at in the movie? I forget if that was the one or not, but yeah, I don't know this book. I know the Planet Hulk story. It might be something in the movies going forward, but that's probably why they're putting it out.
That's true. They might be having a new Hulk.
Yeah, this
movie
is
coming out.
that looks like, looking at the second cover,
Yeah,
that Uncommon, I think, or the black and white. That's the same kind of outfit he was wearing
with the helmet
in
on.
that movie,
Nice.
right?
Yep. Yeah, maybe that has something to do with it. Brewing at number 532. Lots of 3 digits in the chat. ODB, how can I search for a user's wallet? MetaMoney wants to know how he can search for a user's wallet on a Mutascan, I'm assuming.
Go to mutascan.io. If you want to search for a user's wallet, in what way? I mean, what information do you have about that wallet? If you have a collectible and an ID, you have to get the token ID for that specific collectible. If you did a trade with them before, find your own wallet, and then you can trace that back to their wallet. You kind of go that route, or you just got to find the token ID for it. So using the token ID, you just got to go to mutascan.io, and I think /address/ the token address for VeVe, and then /token ID, and then you'll get it on the Mutascan.
Yeah, you have to have at least a little bit of information to be able to look it up.
Something, yeah, anything.
Adam says, bro, if you get one more DC Legendary, Influencer King will be a thing. I think I'm just getting lucky, y'all. 1707 from J Made, not a 3-digit. I didn't get a 3-digit either. But it could be a secret rare. Who knows? Jamie Hunsinger got a 3-digit. Congratulations. L. Adam says 1435. How much? That's floor price, probably. You're not going to get much extra for that. We'll get in here and look at some low serial numbers to possibly snipe. But speaking of low serial numbers, let's talk about the whole Lazarte thing. If you guys are not updated with the whole Lazarte deal, there was a user named Lazarte who we found out, or who Javier Torres found out, was able to mint low or special serial numbers every time they minted a collectible out of the store. And what I think is the prevailing theory right now is that he had, well, I guess there is no really prevailing theory, but what my theory right now that's prevailing in my head is that maybe he was able to, whenever he reserved something out of the store, these were all stuff that were not sold out. He wasn't doing this on drops that sold out right away, stuff that weren't sold out. So I think he was able to reserve something in that 3-minute time that you have it reserved, somehow look at a Mutascan, either at his wallet or at VeVe's wallet, and see what the serial number was, and then throw it back if it wasn't a special serial number. And then he also had a Jim Lee sent to him that was serial number 2345. And my theory on that one is that he could do the same thing with those promo codes. So he bought a promo code or got a promo code from somebody and then set on it and kept reserving until a good serial number popped up. What do you think, OMI Daily Burn? Can you give us a little more info on it? You know more about it than I do.
Yeah, pretty much. I think the talk was that back in 2021, I think maybe the fall, that you were able to kind of click buy now, and they told you the serial number before you actually purchased it. You'll be able to throw that back into the pile and get a different one if you let the timer run out, something like that. And I think possibly maybe that was kind of utilized after the web app was put out, maybe in some regard, because this web app came out like I think June, July, or something around that point. These wallets were created August 7th or so. So it was like right after that point, right before the AF15 came out. So I'm thinking that maybe it was a web exploit. It depends on where this person minted it. So that's another big thing I don't have the answers to. So VeVe would know, but that's probably was exploited. It was patched, and that's it. I mean, I'm going to start looking for other ones actually. So see if anybody else was affected. I'm going to go across the board. Look for things that are like below 500 mints or 500, under 500 editions. Go across the board, look across, then compare these wallets together and see if somebody's super lucky,
Yeah, you can't get that lucky. It's interesting what KA here said. I don't remember you telling me that, KA. I miss a lot of stuff in the chat, but he says, that was my friend I told you about. He always gets good serial numbers because he uses ChatGPT to manipulate the VeVe files. Remember I told you that a few days ago? Do you believe that? Is he capping? Jamie says he remembers that.
Manipulate the VeVe files?
He's using ChatGPT to manipulate the VeVe files.
I don't know. I mean, if you're doing some kind of emulator and you're kind of bringing it up on your system, I guess. I don't know. You could possibly do that.
I guess. I don't know. It sounds like cap to me. Adam says any advanced tech can probably run a code.
I mean, but ChatGPT can't manipulate files, but it can create some code for you. That's the one thing about it. But I don't know. That's kind of far-fetched, I think.
I know people are using it to generate code though. I just sniped that 333. If you guys were watching, from Deej for $29.99. Felt like that was too low. I'm gonna try to get 50 for it. Buddy says it sounds like cap. Bruin says he remembers him telling us that. I don't remember that. Is there any way to know how many ASM number 130s were minted? Says Michael Campa. I think that's the first appearance of Spider Buggy, right?
Oh, ASM 130?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was going to do a video on that. Oh, shoot. He's asking right now. I know the answer.
Oh,
I'm just
really?
going to do a video on it and watch the video.
Oh no! Don't give us the Kool-Aid. You gotta make a video on it, make them come and subscribe. But he already knows the answer, y'all. If you want to find out, you gotta subscribe to his channel and wait for that video to drop. What's up, Jake Kill? Got a rare 6066 today. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was just about to do a video now about the Marvel wallet, actually, the licensor wallet.
Yep, I have that wallet. I'm pretty sure I have that wallet. I've seen it before. They mint a lot of the comics on the drops, right?
It's interesting, like, what they mint and what mint numbers they get, and it looks like it's changed over time too. So.
Oh, interesting. I haven't looked that deep into it. Nice. Chat GPT is popping right now, so that's why they said it. Says, buddy, yeah, it is popular right now. Comic Mail says, I doubt it works under extremely granular context like that of VeVe's code base. Very true. They don't even know who I am. I asked them, do you know who the VeVe Vault YouTuber is? And they were like, no. I was like, psh, X. Exit out. Flagtastic says it's always the same people getting low mints or special mints. So annoying. Well, if they know that, hack whatever that is. Jamie's. Oh wait, sorry. Loresh says, when does the DC drop start? The queue opens in 23 minutes. The drop starts at 12 o'clock. I will be having a second stream for the DC drop. I will be streaming it, Dan. I got a whole separate thumbnail for it and everything. So we're good to go on that. Don't worry, guys. Jamie says he didn't manipulate the files. He was able to keep reserving unsold mints and saw what serial number was reserved before he bought it. We're just trying to figure out how he saw that serial number. Was it through a Mutascan? Somebody said that another person told them, which of course that already is sounding like cap, but another person told them that they were able to sign on to their account on 2 different devices, and when they reserved an NFT on one device, it would pop up in their collection momentarily on their second device and show them the serial number. I don't know if that was true. Just some more. It's either be able to see the serial number beforehand, or they figured out the algorithm for assigning the mints, because these weren't sold out, so these were still in the market. So if you kind of see the previous numbers that were minted, and then you're able to put those together, you can kind of figure out the algorithm and actually identify what's next, something like that. Because random numbers in computers, it's not easy to do. I mean, there's not truly random numbers, so there's a lot of things to that. So there's a possibility too. There's 2 things I'm thinking of. So yeah, somebody said it was like the person had figured out which randomizer that VeVe uses. Is that even a thing where they have their own separate randomizer? Wouldn't they just make their own randomizer?
It depends on what they're using. If they're using some generic one, there's a possibility that it could have been figured out. Kind of like cracking the code. Yep. Yeah, cracking the code on that.
Flagtastic makes a good point. If it was easy to figure out, everybody would be doing it. Just because you don't know how he's doing it doesn't mean that it's far-fetched. True. K says he used code like a developer and rebuilds the VeVe app with new files. Oh, KA is the one who says he knows the guy. Adam says, same way we can see DC serials, you must be able to see reserved serials. That's why I thought it might be through a Mutascan. Michael Diggs says, y'all sound paranoid. I'm paranoid today. I'm having a paranoid day.
It's not a Mutascan. It has nothing to do with the Mutascan, because the Mutascan doesn't, it gets batched by VeVe. Once the sales are actually happening in the store, it gets batched and sent over to Mutascan. Same thing with the drops. Only like 15 to 20 or so gets sent to a Mutascan every so many milliseconds or so. So it wouldn't even show up on Mutascan until after.
Gotcha. 2 rares for Dan Wiseman. Congratulations. Sean B, thank you for coming by and hitting the like button. I appreciate you. Didn't go for the drop. You might want to go for this Harley Quinn drop. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you guys are going for the, I guess it's called Batman Adventures, but it's the first appearance. Not really the first appearance. The comic debut of Harley Quinn. Her first appearance was in a cartoon. And if you guys...
I mean, I'm having issues with that DC palm drop. I'm like, it's just... I don't know. I mean, initially the first Superman 1, right? They said like 100,000 people in the queue, right? Yeah, and I had like 3 windows open. That's 3 people right there. So I don't know about that.
Well, have you ever watched me go for one of those DC drops or seen my drop techniques on it? I have like 20 or 30 queues open every time.
Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't seen a video on actual drop, but I did see a couple times some of the techniques. But
Yeah, I have gotten every drop since Superman so far. I got a legendary on the
Nice.
Bold and Brave, and I got a legendary today, as far as I can tell. K says he learned it from a Discord group. There's a few people in there cashing out. That's one thing I even told. I think I told old. I was gonna call you OD. So people call you ODB, so I was gonna say Old Dirty. But OMI Daily Burn, I told him in a reply to a tweet, like, there's never just one person using exploit. If there's an exploit and they got rid of that one guy, who else is using it and who else knows about it? Do you think there's a lot of people?
That's why I want to search for these other wallets.
Right. So how would you even go about trying to find those?
I'm going to be getting all the token IDs for pretty much every mint under 500 and getting all the minted wallets that got those token IDs. Or getting all the wallets that minted everything under 500. Let's put it that way. You put those all together and you kind of see which ones are matching across the board. So if I have 500 mints from this one specific wallet and it's not a VeVe wallet, then I'm going to be looking closer at that guy. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes perfect sense. And you have a program that does it, right? I saw a write-up on how you can pull information from a Mutascan. Is there a particular type of software that you use to pull the info?
No, I mean, using their API, I just write my own code.
Nice. Smart man. K Bacon says, oh, sorry.
I mean, it's just a web link or a web address, really. We get a lot of it, too. You can type it in Google Chrome. You can actually start typing it in there. Go to API documentation, and you kind of see a lot of the stuff.
I see. Gotcha. J Kill says, just how to see what comic you get before reveal on Palm. Just saw how to. Yeah. There's a way to see that. I saw my rarity already. Hopefully it's right. Big A says, between the last two drops, I got 9 commons in a row. Yeah, that sounds possible.
That's horrible. I mean, that's why the probability thing, it's always the same.
What's the biggest drop you've ever hit on VeVe?
At 8 of 15, probably.
Would you get the common?
I didn't get the Journey into Mystery one, so.
Yeah, I didn't get that one either, I don't think.
I mean, the shadow banning thing, right? Is that legit or no?
Yeah, it's legit, but it seems to be regional. Like, I've noticed that nobody in Australia will ever get a big drop. Nobody in Australia has ever gotten a big drop. Everybody in New York City, and pretty much the East Coast by Virginia, of course, gets almost all the big drops. So there's definitely a difference there. And then you can test to see if you're shadow banned at drop time by just going into the store and trying to purchase something that's not sold out. And some people will go in there on drop day and try to purchase something like any silly thing that hasn't sold out yet from Decon or whatever, like one of these statues. And when they click buy now, it gives them an error, so they know they're shadow banned and they're not going to be able to get the drop. Yeah, and then an hour after the drop, they'll be able to purchase from the store again.
Oh, shoot. Look at that.
Yeah, we think it's regional.
It's good tips, man. You're giving out good tips.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't really do much about it. That's just the one way to know if you're shadow banned, but we don't know how to fix it. For a while there, you could just buy 5 gems out of that app, and that would completely fix it right away. No longer does that work. I don't know if you need to buy more gems out of the app. I've been telling people to try 10 or 20, but I don't want you to waste your money, so I don't know. If you get shadow banned on a big drop, though, you'll probably try anything.
Yeah, if you haven't done any purchases in, I guess, X period of time, there's a possibility that, like, you buy 5 gems, it could actually say, hey, okay, this is an active user or something like that. So that's probably, that's why that worked, probably.
Nice. Enoch says, got comment number 285 on sale for 27. Is that too much? It seems too cheap to me. I wouldn't go any less than that. Tom Tom's in the house says, bro, that's dumb. If you get a 10,000 tries, your probability is not the same. Stop saying stupid things. Just like somebody said earlier, if you buy 2 lottery tickets, you just doubled your chances of hitting the lottery. Did you not? I mean, technically you did. Henry Overseas says, Walt, can you show us how to see our mint numbers before reveal on Palm? I'm not sure how to see mint numbers. Y'all let me know in the chat. I know how to see a mint number after it's been minted, and I know how to see rarity before it's minted, but I don't know how to see mint number before it's minted. I know there's a way, but I haven't figured that one out. Bitcoin got a rare and a common. Congratulations.
We're talking about probability for each one specifically. That's all.
Man,
if you combine that, yeah, you have more chances, but yeah.
Thank you, Jay May. I appreciate you, bro. The mods are sleeping today. Gritty One's in the house. What's up, Gritty One? You're late. I hope you're going for that DC drop with me. We'll start a new stream for that here in a little bit. Stock market says my luck better be good on DC because I just got 3 commons. Yeah, save your luck for DC. You halved the chances, says Walrus. No, you didn't. Big A says went for a 5th one and got a rare. Man, you're really feeling it today. A rare's a win, though. I don't know. The price is probably pretty low. Let's go check all these floor prices real quick. See what the secret rare's doing. Secret rares at 70 gems. I'll have to back all the way out to get to the ultra rares. Ultra rares are at 18.90. Rares are at 748. That's still a profit. Uncommons are at 230, and the commons are at 2 gems, about what most people expected. Matt Smith bought 4 and scored a secret rare. There you go, y'all. He played the odds, and look what happened. I told you. Tub Dollar says, click into your wallet after you look at what rarity you got and check your latest token minting. Oh, okay. So yeah, I haven't checked mine, but since I got it on the early access, it should be a low serial number. What's up, One Punch Braun? Thanks for hanging out with me, man. About to end this stream here in a minute. Gus got number 209 on the uncommon, listed for 20 gems. Man, y'all are selling these low serials for cheap. I might have messed up by sniping that 333 from Deej. Your probability changes.
Tom's got it right too. Probability changes each time there's less supply. See, that's another factor too. But
yeah, it's a good point. Absolutely. Gritty One says DC drop is absolutely going for it. Let's go. Is the DC comic a good profitable one to go for? I think it is. Most price predictions are above retail on that one. Tucson says if you want to do well in contests, find charity auctions and buy a lot of chances. You'll end up ahead. That's not financial advice, folks. That is not. Tomic says, did I hear you correctly? You got a bat cow? No, I did not get a bat cow. You do not need a bat cow for early access today. You could have got it with just owning one of those Harley Quinn boxes, which I owned the free one I had from a long time ago.
Is that for today?
That was for
today. You don't need a bat cow to do early access for the morning one?
For the morning one, you could get early access if you owned a bat cow or if you owned one of those Harley freaking boxes that they gave out for free a while back. And even owning those boxes got me the airdrop of that Harley Quinn #1 comic. So that was a free NFT that DC gave a bunch of people, including myself. And I've already gotten airdrop from it and early access to this one, which got me a legendary comic. Let's go.
Yeah, man, you got these back cows for a reason, right?
Yeah, that's why
if you want to give them utility, use them for these drops, they kind of give early access to it, but 10%, it's just, I don't know.
You think it's too much or too little? Or
they only set aside 10% of. I think it's 10% of the actual drop to the actual back cow holders. I wish it was kind of a little bit more to kind of give it a little bit more utility, right?
Yeah, most back cow holders probably think that too, especially whenever we got a lot of big comics still left to be dropped, like Action Comics #1 and Detective Comics 20, whichever one has Batman. Okay, thank you. All right, guys, it's about time to end this live stream, but before I go, I want to make sure you guys know about OMI Daily Burns YouTube channel. It's linked in the description if you're not subscribed to it already. As you can see here, he just put out a video a couple days ago about the Lazarte exploit, people getting the low serial numbers. And then yesterday and today, he's been putting out videos about this new information he found out with the common Spider-Mans being locked away. Was it about 14,000 of them? 16,000?
17?
17?
More than 17.
17,000 locked up into about, I'd say, 300 wallets.
250 wallets, give or take. And I didn't look at the full list, man.
I
went down 300 wallets one by one. I looked at every single one. And it looked at all the same. It's so weird. You got to look at it.
Yeah, I'd like to see what VeVe says about it. But I appreciate you coming on the channel and giving us a little bit of information on it and explaining to some people who haven't heard about your channel yet. Make sure you also follow him on Twitter because he puts out a lot of information on Twitter as well. We appreciate all you do, all the research you put into this. It sounds like you're about to do a bunch more research into all those low mints, so it's greatly appreciated. And it really helps, if VeVe's not finding this stuff, then we got to do it. We need people like you doing that.
And VeVe's probably finding it. They're just not telling us.
Yeah, they're probably finding a bunch of stuff.
I wish I had a list of these disabled wallets. That would be the key. I would know how many are actually locked away for good,
That would be interesting. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. I will be back live here in about 10 minutes for the DC Harley Quinn drop. Later, homies.
All right.